For Filipino and other products from Asia, as well as fresh fruits and vegetables, poultry, meats, and seafood, come and visit 88 Supermarket with branches at 4801 Victoria Drive and its new location at 2611 East 49th Avenue in Vancouver.
Philippine News Canada is brought to you by Rayford Media Group.
Hello mga kabayan, narito na ang pinalawak at pinalakas na coverage ng Philippine News Canada, Balitang Vancouver Nationwide, mga pangunahing balitang nakalap ng aming news team para sa linggong ito. Mula dito sa Immaculate Conception Parish sa Delta para sa Divine Mercy Sunday, ako po si Rosette Correa at ito ang Philippine News Canada, Balitang Vancouver.
Mga simbahan naghahanap ng paraan makapagmisa.
Merciful love for sinners. We all need this devotion because we all need to experience God's forgiveness and compassion. Likewise, we all have the duty to become instruments of His mercy to one another. And this should...
Dahil sa patuloy na pag-restrict sa mga simbahan at places of worship, patuloy na naghahanap ng paraan ang mga simbahan na makapagmisa. Sa pangunguna ng St. Patrick's Parish sa Vancouver, may ilang mga simbahan na rin na gumagamit ng radio transmitters para makapag-send ng misa through the radio. Sumunod sa yapak ng St. Patrick's ang Immaculate Conception Delta at ang Our Lady of Good Counsel sa Surrey. Nakapanayam ng PNC Balitang Vancouver ang pastor ng IC Delta na si Father Abundo tungkol dito.
On this weekend, on Divine Mercy Sunday, to have an outdoor Mass at the 11 a.m. scheduled Mass and 4 p.m. Mass. Mm-hmm. So we invite our parishioners to register, and there are 50 cars allowed. They will be inside the cars, and we will give them Holy Communion after Mass. 50 people also are encouraged to bring their own chairs. They can attend Mass outside, and we will also give them communion after Mass.
Mm-hmm. What about on regular days, Father? Since we don't have Masses, ano po ang pwedeng gawin ng mga taong...
I will consult with our technical team if we can have the radio transmitter so that they can listen, because up to now only 10 people are allowed inside the church even for daily masses, but they are all private masses, no? And the 10th person is the celebrant, no? So we will try to I'll try to check with our technical team if we can do the daily masses on radio, on FM radio.
So, kumusta naman po ang attendance ng mga parishioners natin pag Sunday to receive communion?
Oh, there are so many. They're very thankful. No? Last Sunday I had to help Father Camilos at the 11 o'clock and the 4 p.m. Mass, no? To give communion, because there's a long line from the gravel field to receive Holy Communion. Mm-hmm. And we'll always encourage them to join as long as they watch the Mass. So, because if they come from work and they have not even watched the Mass, it's a different story. Mm-hmm. Please continue coming to Mass even during this pandemic, and then we are available for confession daily at 8:45 to 9:30, and at 9:30 we can distribute Holy Communion to those who have watched masses in any Catholic TV channels, no? And then we'll continue to pray for all those who are watching and joining us in our live stream masses, that they can receive Holy Communion after Mass, and we always include their intentions because I know that they are isolated. They have been longing to join us in our masses in person, but because of the restrictions, they are not permitted to come. So we will continue to encourage them to attend masses in the live stream and come for communion after.
Hello, magandang araw mga isko at iska. Ngayong araw na ito, ipipresent ko sa inyo ang isang mga favorite Lenten food ko, ang Spanish sardines. Kaya samahan niyo ako ngayong araw na ito to help you see how Spanish sardines is prepared in a loving way. Kasi love na love ko to. Okay! For your Spanish sardines, here are the ingredients. 2 cloves garlic, chopped or whole. 1/2 onion, sliced. A few leaves of laurel leaves or bay leaves. 1/2 teaspoon of crushed pepper. 1/2 teaspoon or 1 tablespoon of peppercorns, depending on your taste. A few chilies. Some chili powder or chili flakes. 1/2 cup of olives. 1/2 cup of carrots. And 1/2 cup of sweet pickles. You will also need fish sauce or patis. A cup of olive oil. Ayan, olive oil yan. Regalo pa sa akin ni Mylene. And some water to cover the fish. Of course, our main ingredient, the chub mackerel, or any fish that you would like to use. So for those who have already forgotten how to clean a fish, of course it might have been a very long time, today I'm going to teach you and remind you how to cut the fish or the guts out of a chub mackerel. It's a very nice fish. It's very oily, lots of omega-3, especially for those who are looking over our cholesterol. So, and we're gonna do it by chopping off the head of the fish this way. I know your mothers may have taught you in a different way kasi syempre, kinakain din natin yung ulo, diba? But for our sardines, we're not gonna use the head of the fish. So we cut the head, and then we cut off the tail. Ayan. And then we cut it in half. There you go. So we have the lower part of the fish. We will put it there. And then here's one technique that I know my mother will not like. I'm going to use a pair of scissors to cut the belly of the fish because it's the easiest way to do it. So once you cut that up, you can now take away the guts of the fish. So this one doesn't have any guts at all, very nice. And then you can put it there as part of your collection of fish. And then we do another one. Very easy, diba? Okay, so we're going to cut. Again, cut it in half. Ayan, so we have the lower part of the fish with the tail. And then we use our scissors. And we're going to cut that and then show you the guts. And then simply remove the guts of the fish. Ayan, so easy. I'm sure you remember how to do this because your mothers taught you how to clean a fish. And we don't have to worry about the gills because there's no more gills because we chopped off the head of the fish. Ayan. So if you want to fry this, deep fry it afterwards and you can eat it, no, don't throw it away because it's a shame to throw it away. Dredge it in flour and in salt and pepper and you can deep fry it and you have very crunchy head of the fish. O diba, walang sayang. Ayan, so mga isko and iska, we're ready and sabi nga ng mga French, mise en place. Sa ating mga Tagalog, mise en place. Ayan, ibig sabihin, nakahanda na ang ating mga ingredients and we're ready to cook. So samahan niyo ako and let's see how we're going to put this in our pot and cook our Spanish sardines. Okay, so now we're going to set it in our crock pot. So I'm just using a small crock pot kasi I'm only doing 1 kilo of fish today. But if you have a bigger pot, you can do as much as 3 kilos at the same time. So we're going to take
a banana leaf for effect. No, actually, it's very nice to have that scent of the banana leaf with our fish. So I'm going to just line the bottom of the pot with a banana leaf. Ayan. Para may lasa siyang native, di ba? Okay, and then we're going to put half of the onions at the bottom. Ayan. And some of the garlic, maybe half or a few segments. If you use segments you did not chop. Ayan. And then we're going to do a layer of fish. Ayan. So, lalagyan natin siya dyan. Just a layer of fish, one layer at a time. Okay. Alright, after we've done the first layer, we're going to put some onions again. And then we will put on some chili flakes. Ayan. The more chili, of course, the spicier. It's up to you how much chili you want to use. We're going to use some pepper. Ayan. And some peppercorns. Ayan siya. And then maybe one bay leaf or two. And of course, we're going to also use some salt. I forgot about the salt earlier because I'm hypertensive, so I don't use a lot of salt. So maybe just a little bit of salt because we're also going to use some patis. Ayan. So just a half a teaspoon of patis right there. And then we're going to do it all over again. So another level or layer of fish. Ayan siya. Very comfy. Huwag kayong mag-alala because maluluto sila all at the same time. Ayan. And then we get another layer of onions. Some more garlic. And you don't have to worry kasi once it starts cooking, all of the flavors will marry together. So it doesn't matter in what layer of fish you have the ingredients or the spices because they will all melt together. Okay, so we'll put the peppercorns once again. And then we shall put bay leaves again. And some chili flakes. Ayan. And I think we can now put our chilies because we don't want to put it on top because it might get lost. And then we put the last layer of fish. Ayan. Alright, then we put some more patis, another half teaspoon of patis. Half teaspoon ba yun? Mukhang marami yun ha. And some more salt. Now, some people also like to put sugar. They want a little sweetness in their sardines, and that's okay too. But it's totally up to you what flavors you want in your sardines. But these are the very basic. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to pour some water over the fish. Ayan. Maybe until the second layer or halfway through the third layer. And then, once we put the water, we now put our olive oil. Ayan, naku, napakasarap! Yan ang magpapasarap sa ating Spanish sardines. Okay, you also notice that I did not put the carrots and the pickles and the olives yet because if we do that, it will dehydrate while it's cooking overnight. So we will put them towards the end kapag cook na yung fish. And that's it, mga isko at iska. That's how we prepare our sardines. At syempre, gagawin na natin, ilalagay na natin sa ating crock pot. Ayan. And then we will put the lid and then set it on high for 4 hours. Ayan. So, set it on high for 4 hours. And then, after that, you put it on low for another 4 hours. O kung magising ka na, that's pretty much what we're going to do with our sardines, di ba? Overnight, matutulog ka lang, and then pagising mo, meron ka ng newly made sardines, fresh na fresh from the pot. And because ang Spanish sardines natin can be cooked overnight because it is in the crock pot or in the slow cooker, pwede na kayong matulog. Kaya eto, matutulog na ako. Maaraw nga lang, so gagamit ako nito. See you tomorrow and see you sardines tomorrow. Ay! Ready na! Oh my gosh! Ayan, mga isko at iska. After overnight beauty sleep, ready na ang ating Spanish sardines. So tignan nyo, ayan, lumalangoy siya sa olive oil, which is also very good for you. Kaya, there you go, our Spanish sardines, care of me. And enjoy, and I hope you enjoyed this instructional video for it as well. Kaya mag-breakfast na tayo. Siyempre, kailangan ng servilletas, ilagay dyan. Oo, siyempre may kape pa tayo, di ba? Teka. Nasaan ang kanin? There you go. It's a wrap!
For Filipino and other products from Asia, as well as fresh fruits and vegetables, poultry, meats, and seafood, come and visit 88 Supermarket with branches at 4801 Victoria Drive and its new location at 2611 East 49th Avenue in Vancouver.
Magandang araw sa inyo. Ako si Tita Eri mula sa Vancouver Public Library. Halina po kayo sa Kwentuhang Pinoy. Kamusta? Yan po ang bati natin sa isa't isa kapag tayo nagpapangita. Kantahin po natin. Mga kamay? Kamusta? 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 Kamusta kayong lahat? Ako'y tuwang-tuwa, masaya't nagagalak. La 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 la. Kamusta? Sana po maigi kayong lahat. Sa Kwentuhang Pinoy ngayon, magbibilang po tayo ng 1 hanggang 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, at ang huli, 10. At pwede po rin nating kantahin. Handa na ba kayo? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ang huli ay 10. La 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 la. La 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 la. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, at ang huli ay 10. Meron din po akong libro dito. Mahihiram po ito sa Vancouver Public Library. 10 mga daliri. Pwede pong basahin kanta. Maliit, ano? 10 mga daliri, kamay at paa, 2 tenga, 2 mata, at ilong na maganda. malilinis ng ngipin, masarap kumain. At ang huli, di lang maliit, nagsasabing huwag magsinungaling. Ito po pagbasa kanta. At maaari din natin ulitin ulit sa kantang ganito. Sundan niyo po ako. 10 mga daliri, kamay at paa, 2 tenga, 2 mata, ilong na maganda. Maganda po ang mga ilong ng mga Pinoy. Malilinis na ngipin, masarap kumain, di lang maliit, nagsasabing huwag magsinungaling. Marami po tayong mabibilang. Bilangin niyo po ang inyong laruan, ang mga ibon, ang mga prutas, ang daliri, sa paa at kamay. Ito po ay isang libro na mahihiram rin ninyo sa Vancouver Public Library. Ito ay pinamagatang Tagu-Taguan, isang libro sa pagbilang sa Pilipino, kwento at guhit ni Jomiki Tejido. Tagu-Taguan. Ayan. Tagu-taguan sa aming bakuran. Anong nariyan sa damuhan? 10 tipaklong na masisiglang tumalon. 10. Bilangin po natin kung 10 nga. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 tipaklong. Tignang mabuti ang nasa lupa. Hayan ang insektong matyaga. 9 na langgam. Dala ang matamis na ulam. 9. Kilala niyo ito. May mga lumilipad na tila bahaghari sa makukulay na bulaklak. Sila nakakapit. 8 paru-paro. Sa matamis na nektar, nagsasalo. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oops! Mag-ingat! Sa hinahawakan, may makakating insekto sa halaman. 7 higad na mabuhok, magkakasama sa isang tumpok. 7. Hindi na po natin bibilangin. Ano namang nasa punong yan? Kakulay pa ng sangang tinataguan. 6 na sa lagubang na may dahong pinagsasaluhan. Ito pong sa lagubang, nung ako'y maliit, pinaglalaruan po namin yan. 6. Kilala nyo rin ito. Dahan-dahan lang at baka magalit ang mga nakatira sa bahay na nakasabit. 5 bubuyog bzzz, na binabantayan ang kanilang pugad-pukyutan. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At sa Tagalog, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ano namang narito sa ilalim ng malaking bato? 4 na uod na malapit ng makatulog. 4. Anong kumikislap sa dilim na tila lumilipad na bituin? 3 alitap-tap na patay sinding kumukutitap. 3. 1, 2, 3. Tignan niyo po ang ilaw nila sa kanilang likod. Nakikita mo ba ang nasa sanga? May patibong pa sa insektong bisita. 2 gagambang bahay sa sapot nila nakabantay. 2, 1, 2. Tagu-taguan, maliwanag ang buwan. Anong naririnig sa halamanan? Isang kuliglig na maliit na kay galing umawit. Isa. Kay dami natin nakitang insekto sa halamanan at sa hardin. Pasadahan po natin sila. Isang kuliglig, cricket. 2 gagamba, spider. 3 alitap-tap, firefly. 4 na uod, worm. 5 bubuyog, bee. 6 na salagubang, bito. 7 higad, caterpillar. 8 paru-paro, butterfly. 9 na langgam, ant. At 10 tipaklong, grasshopper. Dito po nagtatapos ang ating kwentong tagu-taguan. Mahihiram po ito sa Vancouver Public Library. Naku, tumatakbo na po ang oras. Kantahin natin ang ating pangwakas na kanta. Mga kamay, paalam sa inyo, paalam sa inyo, paalam sa lahat. Magkita muli tayo. Maraming salamat po. Ako po si Tita Eri na nagsasabing magkita tayo muli sa susunod. Paalam!
At dito na naman nagtatapos ang balita namin para sa linggong ito. Kung kayo may mga komento, mga issue o balitang nais niyong ibahagi sa aming programa, ang TNC ay bukas para sa inyong lahat. Mag-email lamang po sa balitangvancouver@gmail.com o tumawag sa 604-588-6397. Para sa Divine Mercy Sunday, ako po si Rosette Correa at ito ang Philippine News Canada, Balitang Vancouver.
For Filipino and other products from Asia, as well as fresh fruits and vegetables, poultry, meats, and seafood, come and visit 88 Supermarket with branches at 4801 Victoria Drive and its new location at 2611 East 49th Avenue in Vancouver.